What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Force here with a little update video for you today, this one specifically concerning Diablo 3. In this video, I just want to answer a few questions, the first and most prevalent question of which is, hey Force, where the heck is all your Diablo 3 content? Now, I want to come right out the gate and say this. For those of you who subscribe to my YouTube channel for Diablo 3, for whatever content I produced in the past, I of course thank you for watching and enjoying that content, but I do have to let you know outright here that I don't know that there's going to be much more Diablo 3 content in the future. This is going to continue to be a gaming channel. We're going to continue things like the Force feed, and there will be periodically videos when new games are released, coverage of upcoming games, games betas, and playthroughs of whatever game I happen to be playing at the time, more or less. But in terms of straight up Diablo 3 content that I've been doing for the past year and a half or so now, it's pretty much come to a halt, and I really don't honestly foresee much more coming in the future, simply because I no longer play the game. Now, people can make all sorts of assumptions and say that it's this reason and that reason. All I can do is tell you why I think I've stopped playing Diablo 3 and why, as a result, the content on this channel probably isn't going to be happening much. Now, chances are that I'll still be hopping into the game every now and then and maybe playing with some friends trying to get some gear, but I don't play consistently at all anymore. I kind of just stopped having fun, if you want my honest answer there. And I can tell you almost the exact moment that I realized, I'm not really enjoying this anymore, and this isn't really this endgame Inferno grinding, just isn't something for me, even though it's something that I did a lot of in Diablo 2, obviously not Inferno, but endgame grinding and just, continuously looking for gear. That happened in Diablo 2, and we went into Diablo 3 expecting it to be the same. Unless you weren't familiar with Diablo, maybe you thought Diablo 3 would be something different than what it is, but it's a grind for gear. That's kind of the point, the purpose. But the point that killed it for me was when I first used the Real Money Auction House. Now, I purchased a couple of items on the Real Money Auction House, and I went into the game, and I was like, great, I have these items now. I'm stronger, marginally, but my character's a little bit stronger. I can do some more stuff, and that's awesome. Survived a little bit longer. We're able to, go a little bit more offensive in my spec rather than specking so defensively. I get some life hit items and stuff like that. But I was just like, what's the point now? Now, I understand the point is to get more gear. You keep playing and you get more gear. But the second that I cross that threshold, and the second that I purchase items in the Real Money Auction House, I'm like, I don't really see the point in playing. And the other thing that was really killing it for me, and I know that they're making changes to this, and maybe one day I'll come back, I'll play for a few hours, and I'll get something through playing, and I'll think it's awesome. But that just wasn't happening. I was playing and playing and playing, and I was losing tons of gold because of all that repair garbage. Things were so expensive. Playing was losing me more than it was gaining me. Now, obviously, Blizzard has realized this problem, and they're addressing it and all of that, but at that point, I was just like, this is not enjoyable. I'm losing more than I'm gaining. Drops are not giving me anything that are actually worthwhile. And the only way I felt, even though I know internally that that's not the case, but the only way that I actually felt that I could upgrade my character and make myself stronger was by using the auction house. I was like, well, I didn't purchase an auction house simulator. I purchased a hack and slash dungeon crawler, and that's what I want to do. I want to play this game, but it just felt like it wasn't worth it. And a lot of people say, Force, just play the game and have fun playing the game. But I wasn't having fun. I can't pinpoint it. I can't tell you if it's problems with loot drops. I can't tell you if it's champion packs. I can't tell you if it's the fact that I had to play uber defensively as a barbarian as much as I would love to play otherwise, just because I couldn't survive Inferno without that. And maybe it's just because I'm a huge noob, and certainly people will say that in the comments. But you know what? That doesn't matter. That's not the point. You can think whatever you want about my gaming capabilities. The point is that I was playing the game, and I wasn't having fun, and I just said, I'm all done playing. Now, this isn't a ream directly on Diablo 3. I'm not saying it's Diablo 3, it's Blizzard's fault. Diablo 3 is not, what it should be, because I think Blizzard did a great job of executing the game. I think the combat is phenomenal, and the actual gameplay is a lot of fun, but when it got to the point where I was doing what we expected to do, which was the grind for gear, I just wasn't enjoying that. And again, I came into this game knowing that was going to be part of the game. Again, referencing Diablo 2. at the end of the game, you're grinding for gear. Sure, in Diablo 2, you had that high level cap that you had to reach too, but that really wasn't a lot of people's goal. People weren't so concerned about reaching 99 as they just were about trying to find good gear. And I knew that. Maybe it's not even Diablo 3's fault. Maybe it's just at this point, I no longer enjoy that style of gameplay. You know, I really haven't played a game like Diablo 2 with an infinite kind of, you know, dungeon, constantly repeatable, just grinding for gear. And maybe since then, just my tastes have changed. Maybe that's the reason behind it. I can't give you a direct pinpoint. People have laundry list of reasons why they think they're not enjoying Diablo 3. And then there's people who are just fully content with the way it is right now. And I think that's great. You know, I still think it's a great game. I still plan to play it every now and then, but I am no longer playing it consistently. And because of that, just Diablo 3 content on a regular basis is just not going to happen from me. And that's it. I'm just laying it out for you guys. I just wanted to tell you kind of where I was at, and like I said, as soon as I crossed that threshold and purchased items in the Real Money Auction House, it just killed it for me. I really do wish that it wasn't in the game. I understand Blizzard's reason behind it. I understand the fact that, you know, buying items existed in Diablo 2. It exists in many RPGs. It just happens from outside sources. I understand that all of that transpired. But the fact that it's in our face now, and the fact that it feels, not that it is, but that it feels necessary to progress. The fact that it feels that way as a player just kills a desire for me to actually play the game. And again, I'll still play it, I'll still hop in now and then, but I don't play it consistently enough to actually constantly be producing content. And that's why you haven't seen anything. You know, I'm still thinking about the fate of Diablo Cast. I'm not sure what is going to happen with that. Maybe we'll do, I think at the very least, people deserve a send-off episode. So at the very least, there will be one more episode of Diablo Cast. Maybe I will maintain enough interest throughout the next few weeks to try to consistently keep it going. But to be honest with you, I'm predicting one more episode of Diablo Cast, and then that's it. I do have plans to make a gaming podcast, so if that's something you're interested in, if you just like the content that I produce and you want to stay here and still watch my content, great. If you were only looking for Diablo content, it's done. For the most part, it's all done. Something here and there, possibly, but the regular, consistent Diablo 3 content is done. I'm continuing to progress my channel and try to grow and do my force feed and the gaming news and cover new games and keep on top of, you know, the gaming commentary and all the stuff that I do on a regular basis. But yeah, things are just changing. Maybe my tastes are changing. Maybe that's the reason behind it. I don't know. But that's it, guys. That is going to be it for this video. I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to let you guys know. And if you have a gripe with the fact that it took so long for this video to come out, keep in mind that I was just battling. As strange as that sounds, I was battling with what I wanted to do and where I was at, and I tried hopping on. I was like, yeah, I'll just give Diablo 3 another shot. Played it for like 30 minutes. I'm just like, I'm not interested anymore. I love you, Blizzard. I love the content that you make. I understand that Diablo 3, more or less, barring any tweaks, is pretty much what you set out to make. You set out to make this dungeon crawler, randomization, infinite loot, grinding. You set out to make that. You did that. The combat is great. I just am no longer interested in the repetitiveness of it. That's it. Still love StarCraft 2. Maybe Titan's going to be awesome, and I'll play that nonstop like I used to play World of Warcraft nonstop. Diablo 3 just is not holding my attention like I had thought and I'd hoped it would. And that's why the content has diminished. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry to just lay this out there and kind of have a huge rant for you, but hopefully you'll take something away from this. At the very least, you'll understand kind of my position and why things have been the way they were for the past 2 or 3 weeks and how things are going to be going forward. If you still like what I do, or if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead. Feel free to do so. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Keep watching and keep owning, be it in Diablo 3 or something else. Take it easy, guys.